feedback. How does that play out, for example, in the technology that you're developing, Ali? Where does that feedback mechanism in terms of thinking about the system playing back to faculty members, playing back to students? Is that a conceptual issue or is it a technology issue?
I think it's both. What we have developed in our portfolio template system is that from within the resume or the portfolio, a user can type in the messages, and that the message would directly go to the owner of that portfolio. So that's basically the kind of communication channel between the people who are viewing the portfolio and to the owner of the portfolio. And we build this mechanism within the resume aspect of the portfolio to the public page aspect of the portfolio, and so on and so forth.
And Helen, in teacher education, feedback can sometimes be a polite term or it can be a very laden term.
It's very important because just because a student puts a piece of work into their portfolio doesn't necessarily mean it's evidence of their work. It's their reflection on that piece of work, their argument as to why do I think this meets a certain outcome or goal, and then the faculty's feedback or a dialogue with the student about their work that is the critical part of the learning process.
Yeah. What else plays into the discussion of feedback? How do employers deal with the feedback issue, Gary? What's your experience, again, from the project in Minnesota?
Well, that's emerging now, and we want to make sure we do that research piece in terms of what they see the value and how it's being utilized, so we can help in terms of teaching students and potential employees how to utilize the system. So far it's been received. If they're inundated with portfolios, that might beg another question, and how to streamline that so they can effectively go through and analyze the information that's there.
And again, let me come back to Ali and Helen, who are both on campuses. Again, I'm thinking of us, lots of us mid-career faculty members. Again, this is a new game for many of us. How does the and particularly if we start doing feedback that's out of sync and out of schedule with the traditional review and promotion cycle? What's your early experience with that in, say, colleges of teacher education?
I can only relate that that it is a very important part of the process, and other schools have found that when the feedback is provided in an environment where they can share that with their colleagues, the quality of the feedback goes up and is improved.
So we all sign a non-compete form before we go into this? Is that how it works? In the sense, because often that's not how faculty review and promotion works. Is that the case? So you have to create a culture that will support that feedback in a real way.
I think for portfolios to be successfully accepted in an institution, then the culture of that institution needs to change to accommodate that, and much more collaboration than competition.
Ali, similar assessment?
Yes. I would say is the best way to find out is to ask faculty member what they want, and basically this has been the approach that we've been using. Give them a template, a prototype, have them look at it and say if that would work or not, if you have any concern about your protecting your intellectual property or not, and so on and so forth. So basically get feedback, and based on the feedback we basically design the environment.
All right, well that's great. My thanks to our panelists for this segment, Helen Barrett, Ali Jafari, Gary Langer, Toru Iyoshi, and Daniel Bernstein. It's been an interesting discussion, and we're going to continue it in the next segment. However, we invite our viewing audience to continue to send us your questions. Our toll-free number and email, of course, is shown on the screen. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. Thank you.